What if I told you that in the next 90 days, while everybody's shopping for holiday items, you could be the one selling them and make your first $15,000 in profit online reselling name brand products on Amazon? This opportunity that I'm talking about is Q4, the absolute gold mine for every e-commerce seller. We're entering the biggest shopping season of the year where demand is going through the roof, where people are just throwing money at every store, online seller. But if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Faraj. I've scaled my Amazon business to multiple six figures in profit reselling name brand products on Amazon. I've also hit my first $10,000 per month at the age of 18, just 2 years ago with this opportunity that I'm going to talk about right now. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, guys, this is going to be your 90-day initiative, right? For a complete roadmap for you as a complete beginner to make your first $15,000 in profit in just 90 days, right? So the first thing we have to understand is the opportunity of Q4, why holiday season creates maximum profit potential. First of all, there's a 300 plus sales volume increase, there's 5x faster turnover rate, and then consumer spending. So the first thing we have to understand is our Q4 market opportunity, why holiday season creates maximum profit potential. Obviously, we know the 300 plus sales volume increase. We know our inventory is going to turn around faster because more people are going to be spending money, but there's going to be different products that are going to come out that are only profitable in its respective holiday. So we have the Halloween products, we have the November, we have the Thanksgiving products, we have, obviously New Year's, we have Christmas, which is so much profitability because it's not just holiday ornaments, it's not just, pumpkin spice stuff. People are going to be gifting stuff to other people. So, normal stuff like, coffee machines, cameras, electronics, everything people are going to be buying. One thing we have to understand is not just holiday stuff, not just Christmas stuff, it's not just, Thanksgiving stuff. It's literally every single item that's giftable. And there's no exact product that people get. People literally get everything. So phase one is going to be our foundation and setup. We want to do this as soon as possible, right? We have an Amazon professional account. That's $40. We have a market research tool over here, Keepa and SellAmp. You guys need two softwares. I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to be able to use them to make our profit. So the first software that you guys are going to need, Keepa and SellerAmp. SellerAmp is going to be our data. We're going to be looking at the data of this product over here. So we have this AmSoil full synthetic, this motorcycle, right? And as we can see over here, using our SellerAmp software, this is going to be a profit calculator. We're getting this product for $11, $11.48, and we're going to be selling it for $29. That's going to give us an $8 profit, 70% ROI. And our estimated sales or sales badge, right? That's how much time Amazon verifies that this product is going to sell. This product is going to sell 100 plus times a month. And all we're basically doing is we're going to be trying to fill our storefront with products like these to get us to those, 5, 10, 15K profit months. So the next thing I have to teach you guys before I even tell you guys, because I don't want to just tell you guys to get a software and you guys don't know how to use it, right? So the reason why this is so valuable is because we can look at how this product has been performing in the past 3 months. We can look how it's been performing in the past day, past week, past 3 months, the past year. Over here, this product has been listed on Amazon for 1,900 days. And this is all the data over here. So we can see in the past 3 months, this is the most relevant data, right? We can see over here in July 28th, this product was selling for $29.99 over here. It sold 100 plus times a month. And in the bottom graph over here, we would see how many people actually got on this listing. This is a good product. There's not much competition on this listing over here, right? There's about 15 to 17 people. Sometimes it goes up to like 19. So it's not too bad, right? It's not the worst. And then price stays consistent. This is an example of a good Keepa chart over here. The next thing I kind of want to look at is this is the buy box over here. As a third-party seller, this is what we're trying to win over here. $29.95. This is what we're trying to win. The more percentage of the buy box that we win, the more sellers, the more people shopping on Amazon that are looking for this product, our storefront is going to come over here, right? So you can see ships from Amazon, but it's sold by a third-party seller. We're sending it to Amazon's fulfillment center. Amazon's shipping it for us, but we're still getting the profit and sales. Obviously, we cut Amazon a small fee, but Amazon's doing most of the hard work for us. That's why I love this business model. It's scalable. It's not too on hand. You're not going to be spending 8 to 10 hours every single day, grinding, right? Amazon's handling most of the work for you. You don't have to run it ads to this listing, right? It already sells 100 plus times a month, right? So we don't have to worry about that. So over here, Amazon's already taken its fees. This is our profit after the fees, $8 profit, 70% ROI. So the next thing we would go ahead and do is we'd scroll down and we go to our data over here and we would see buy box statistics and we would see all the sellers that are on this listing over here. So we'd go over here and we would see that multiple third-party sellers are winning this in the past month. That means us as third-party sellers, we could get on this listing. So 11, 10, 10, 7%, 6%, 6%, 5%, 5%, 5%. There's a lot of sellers getting on it that means that gives us a lot more confidence to get on this listing. So these are the 2 listings that you guys are going to need. If you guys want more in-depth videos about how I use these softwares to make thousands of dollars, I have it on my page. That's just a quick overview of why I told you guys to get this product and how it's going to help us actually make more money, right? Next thing we're going to do once we get our software, once we get our Amazon seller account, is we're going to get our technology stack, right? Keepa Pro seller app, it's $20 a month, right? And we have a product sourcing. Week 2, once we get our softwares, once we get our information, that is where we're going to be doing our product sourcing, right? We have a market research category analysis. We could do strategical retail location visits, and we're mostly going to be sourcing online, right? So there's 2 different sourcing strategies that we're going to be using as beginners, right? Wholesale is cool and all, but as a beginner, you're not going to be able to reach out to these suppliers when you haven't sold a single thing online. These wholesalers are going to ask for $5,000 to $10,000 for minimum order quantities, right? They're going to be like, hey, if you want to place a wholesale order with us, you're going to have to take 100 units. You can't just test buy it and get proof of concept. And that's the biggest thing. So the way I was able to find this product over here is how we're going to be able to do it, right? We're going to simply search on Google and try to find it from a retailer for a more profitable price. So as you can see over here, they're selling it for $9.99, $15.99, $189. So we're selling it for $189 in a 12 pack. And then we'd get a discount code and we try to find this at a profitable price using different sourcing mechanisms. So the way we're going to be finding our profitable products is online arbitrage and retail arbitrage, right? So going to retail stores like Walmart, Ollie's, and Target, that's going to be able to get us the products in hand and we'd be able to sell the same day. So some stores that high probability retail partners that we'd be able to sell, as soon as out the bat is Walmart and Target. Checking out their clearance sections. And if you don't want to go in store, you could source Walmart or Target online, leverage discounted gift cards and everything. And that would just be another way to find as many profitable products as possible. Q4, right? Amazon struggles to stay in stock. So one thing I remember I had a listing that I was buying from Walmart last year. And I was one of the only people on those listings last year. And I was buying it from Walmart for about $8.99. And I was selling it on Amazon for $23.99. I was doing $1,000 days every single day because there was no competition. Amazon was struggling to stay in stock. And there's so much of those opportunities that are going to be happening once we source Walmart and Target, right? You don't have to go to distributors or wholesalers or anything like that as a beginner. You could just get proof of concept first and then you can do it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be scaling and optimizing, right? Once we get proof of concept, right? Week 4, week 8, we need consistent inventory flow. This is after you learn how to source and everything. I do have a full 6-hour guide on that. If you're still struggling with sourcing, or if you want to work with me one-on-one to skip over that learning curve, go ahead and book a call one-on-one. We can see how we can help you. But if you want to learn it yourself, I do have a full 6-hour guide on you could, in depth how to actually do product research. But you need a systematic sourcing schedule. You want to be sourcing 3 to 4 hours every single day and spending thousands of dollars on profit inventory. And most of these products that we want to source, we want it to be, 40, 50, 60% ROI, right? So scaling and optimization, that we could talk about, getting a virtual assistant or an employee for your business. That would be personal. That would be super important. But Q4 acceleration, right? This is going to be like November, October time. This is peak inventory investment. We need high velocity products and we need seasonal category focus. This is where we're really going to be focusing on. We want to be focused on the Christmas ornaments. We want to be focusing on any type of giftable item, right? We want to be focusing on toys. Let me show you guys an example of how I'm going to use Keepa to see if, an item is going to go boom in Q4. So with this product over here, Hasbro Gaming, because I really want to show you guys, how profitable and how crazy Q4 actually gets. So this Hasbro Gaming, Simon handheld, this is a game, right? It sells 2K plus times a month. The velocity on this is absolutely crazy, right? Obviously, Amazon is on this listing. Let's go back to the yearly. Let's see how this product performed once it got to, holiday time and how it actually performed. So right now, the second chart that we're looking at, this is the velocity. We're looking at how many times this product actually sells, the monthly sales. We're going a year over here. And if you see this jump over here, check the bottom over here, check the bottom. We could check the date. So November 15th, so September 24th is at 2K, is at 4K. And then October 17th, it goes up to 4K. November 10th, it goes up to 5K. So last year, September 15th, it was at 2K. Now it's at November 10th, just in the span of 2 months, it went up $3,000 more in sales. We can keep going up. It went up to $10,000. It went up to $30,000. So peak Q4 time, December 13th, this product sold 30,000 times in a month. Right now it sells 2K plus times a month. That is absolutely ridiculous. And this is just one product. And all you need, let's just say hypothetically you sold it, we're getting this product for 7, you're selling it for 19.
right? Let's just say hypothetically, you were able to just sell, because it sells 30 plus times a month, right? It sells 30,000 times a month. You could easily get it and sell this 400 plus times a month. You'd spend 2.8K and you'd profit 1.46K, 1.4K. And that's on one single product, right? And there's thousands of these products that are selling just like this as quarter four. That's what I'm really trying to get you guys to understand in this video, right? You would be able to profit with this item right now, but Q4 is a whole different ballgame. And these are some of the categories that I really want to focus on: toys and games, homes and kitchens. But I don't want you guys to stay with these categories, right? I want you guys to any type of item that's giftable. That's why I really want you guys to get really good at looking at this keeper chart, because you could say, if you just looked at the 3 months, you wouldn't be able to see the data on this product. But if you're like, okay, let me use my keeper software that I paid $20 a month for to estimate that this product is going to do good in a couple of months. So I'll look at the data. I'll go back to November 26th and I can see, okay, November 26th, September 25th last time, they were selling 3K plus times a month. Just in the span of 2 months, it went up to $30,000. But that's the whole name of the game with Amazon FBA, is how good can I get at making decisions backed by the data, right? I don't want to be playing any guessing game. That's why I love this business model over drop shipping. You understand you're not spending money on ads or anything. Amazon does the job for you. Amazon handles all fulfillment and everything. All you have to focus on is finding the product at a profitable enough cost to resell from the high on Amazon. So these are strategic timelines. November 1st to November 15th, aggressive inventory building. You want to send in as much stuff to Amazon's fulfillment centers as possible. November 16th to November 30th is going to be absolutely insane. Quarter four time, it's going to be insane. Key performance indicator, right? Inventory turnaround. You want to be turning your inventory on as soon as possible. You want to be doing fulfilled by merchant. So you're the merchant where you're fulfilling the order, so you get your money back as fast as possible, especially for a beginner with limited capital. But if you follow this kind of blueprint, if you follow this kind of step-by-step blueprint, you should easily be able to make your first $10,000 per month online. Even if you're a beginner, generally doesn't matter, but it's the most profitable time of the year to start.
The reason I wanted to make this video was because 2 years ago, I hit my first $10,000 per month. I didn't have much skills. I didn't have much belief system. Like, I had so many limiting beliefs when it came to online business. And once I experienced that is when I really decided to go all in, and it completely changed the trajectory of my life. That's why I felt like it was so important to make this video 2 years later. If you guys do want to work with me one-on-one to kind of expedite your process and get the full fruits of quarter four, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to book a one-on-one call with me to see how we could start or scale your business with demo call. There's no pressure, there's no sales tax, there's no nothing like that. We're gonna just see if you're a good fit for our program to see if we could help you start or scale. Without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.